All right, moving on. I got to see Castle Crashers Remastered last week, and you guys know this actually comes out next week?
Whoa,
Wow,
really?
so exciting.
September 9th.
That's
Yeah,
so funny.
yeah.
We were just talking about XBLA games like 2 months ago, and I was like, when are they going to remaster Castle Crashers? When was this announced?
Yeah, just today.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so this was like one of the first really big downloadable Xbox Live Arcade games
Yeah.
that blew up.
Yeah.
Became
Yeah.
a phenomenon.
Yeah.
And so now it's like I saw it running, and it's 60 frames per second, and which is double the frame rate, and the textures are 5 times as large.
Wow.
So it's so much bigger.
300%
Remember back in the day,
more.
there was like a 50 megabyte cap.
Yeah.
On what
Oh,
Xbox
yeah,
Live
that's right.
arcade
Yeah,
games
yeah.
were.
Yeah.
So they just couldn't fit all that stuff.
That's
in.
right, and then they took it off. Eventually, it was a gig, and then I think State of Decay was.
Yeah.
So this is
Couple
really
games.
this is really exciting because that game is fundamentally a simple brawler, but if you've got the right group of people together, brawlers are a wonderful if you don't have to throw too much money into them. You have a great time together. Castle Crashers has more depth than most. It's got a lot of reasons to go back and replay things, and you just hop online for half an hour, beat some stuff up with some friends, hop off, and then do it again a week later. Castle Crashers is really great about that.
And it's not a genre that we get a ton of anymore. I mean, a lot of times we'll get like the old Ninja Turtles games or the Simpsons games, but from last generation, like this and Scott Pilgrim are the 2 games that I think of.
Dragon's Crown.
yeah.
Dragon's Crown, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And the re-release of Dungeons and Dragons because that was just
Yeah.
amazing. That came
Those
out
are good,
finally.
yeah. But they added a new mode to it, sort of a new mini game called Back Off Barbarian. And I played this mode at PAX, and I have to tell you, like, it broke my brain at first. Like, it is really, really hard to wrap your mind around. But once you get it, it all makes sense. So I'm going to attempt to explain it to you here. I have footage of it here that I can show you for anyone that's watching the video.
Create a word puzzle.
But if we can pull up this B-roll here, Sean. So this mode is called Back Off Barbarian, and it's like a board game where you have tiles, and you're moving around trying to avoid the enemies from hopping on your head.
What?
But now, as I'm pause the footage here. You see all those arrows? Okay, those arrows, you can move in 4 directions, up, down, left, right. And they're mapped to the 4 face buttons of your controller.
Oh,
so,
no.
you know, Y is yellow, green, I was playing on an Xbox controller, Y is yellow, A is green, X is blue, and what is it, A is red?
is red.
B is red, sorry.
Yeah.
He is right. Yeah.
So, but in order to move the direction, you have to press the color of the arrow, not the direction. So A is green, but as you can see, all those arrows that are pointing down are green. That means you have to press A to move that direction. I guess, wait a minute. See, I'm not even explaining it right
But
now.
some of these,
This
but
looks-
like, there's some
that's what it
A's
is.
that are moving
so
down.
the blue guy, if you look at the blue guy, the arrow next to him is a green for
Yeah.
down. So you have to hit down to move left.
Oh, that's great.
No,
that's great. This
That's
is
what
like
you do.
Choo Choo Rocket meets Q*bert meets a board. This looks amazing.
So it like matches. He said the longest a match has ever gone in the studio is like 2 minutes. Like that's how long it takes.
I love that.
That sounds
Oh, there's a
great.
Battle Block Theater guy in there too.
Yeah, look at him running around there.
Yeah, so that's the new minigame, Back Off Barbarian. I'm sorry, it's hard to explain even when you're watching the video, so I
Yeah.
apologize to our listeners.
I feel like
it doesn't make any
it's gonna be a
sense.
lot of fun.
Yeah, was it fun, Damon? Did you
It
enjoy
was fun,
It looked
especially,
fun.
but like I had to play the game like 3 or 4 times
Yeah.
before I understood what was going on.
Yeah.
I was
No,
gonna
it-
say, if you are listening, you should go look at a video of it
Yeah.
right now because it looks like one of those things where you kind of have to just like let your eyes kind of cross so
Yeah,
you can
kind
see
of,
all
yeah.
the different
Yeah.
things going on.
It really does look kind of like Choo Choo Rocket. I mean, that
Yeah.
really weird.
I mean,
kinda
it
awkward
looks
yeah.
like Choo Choo Rock, but it doesn't play like Choo Choo
Right.
Rock. Anyway.
It's where you're hopping up. Wow.
Anyway, that's Back Off Barbarian mode, new mode for Castle Crashers Remastered, which is out next week, September 9th.
Nice.